I didn't really have a positive influence growing up. Didn't really have a good home life. In fact, I was one of those kids at 16. I was actually out on my own, living in the streets. So statistically, I probably should have ended up on the other side of law. Had a lot of cousins who did. But fortunately, I met some good people along the way. I did manage to graduate high school, last 2 years of high school on my own. And great family, the Blevins. They helped me get enrolled in a unique college in Missouri where they had a work program. So I went to this university where you worked and it paid for your tuition. And I was probably about 2 years in, and just a kind of a very unique experience where my truck broke down in Springfield, Missouri, and a highway patrolman officer stopped to help me. Drove around a little bit and he talked to me about law enforcement. And it sounded interesting, but I was, pretty sure that I wanted to be a history major and be a teacher. I do remember right before I graduated, I was going to my work study at the college, which was around the corner from Criminal Justice Department, and they had a flyer up for the U.S. Border Patrol. And I remember still stopping and looking at that flyer, and it had the agent that was on the ATV, had the helicopter in the background, and I remember thinking, wow, that looks like a lot of fun. What a job that would be. And I remember reading the flyer and just continued on with the rest of my day. I graduated college 2001, that May, and of course September rolls around and 9/11 happened. It was at that moment that my plans changed, and I wanted to do something to serve my country. I had some success by going to college. I had some confidence. I felt like my life was on another path, and so I went ahead and I went to the military, and the military wouldn't take me because I had a knee injury and I still had hardware in my knee. And I remember one of the recruiters, he asked me, he said, have you signed up for anybody else? And I said, well, I did sign up with the Border Patrol. And he said, son, they're not going to take you as long as you got hardware in your knee. And so I still remember to this day going to my doctor and setting up a surgery to go in and to have all the hardware removed, so when the Border Patrol called me, I would be able to go. It was a very unique experience because we didn't have enough insurance money to pay for the anesthesiologist, so we did that surgery without anesthesia, but I got everything removed, healed up, and the Border Patrol accepted my application, and in 2003 I joined the U.S. Border Patrol. It was a different life. Wasn't anything like I experienced, nothing like I experienced growing up. Didn't have that support. When you're on your own at 16, you don't really have anybody that you can count on. Not that way with the Border Patrol. You're part of a family, and you're part of a family for life. And at the academy, you depend one on another to get through there. My Spanish obviously wasn't good from the Midwest. I didn't know any language other than English. And so going through the academy and having classmates who were from the border region who would work with me and they would help me study, showed me that brotherhood, that teamwork. And then after becoming an agent and being on the FTO program, working together, and then finally I was riding with my journeyman, and we were involved in El Paso, a shootout with the cartels, and that's an experience that will live with you for the rest of your life. And that person that you are in that incident with is somebody that you'll never forget. And my whole career can be built upon all these different experiences with all these different agents, each one of them unique, each one of them fulfilling a special place in my life that will never be forgotten. So at this point in my life, I hope I can just encourage everybody out there who's looking for something that's not just a job, that's not just a career, but is a lifestyle, which is something that's going to transform you. It's going to transform your life into something that you could never imagine. And this isn't a Monday through Friday job. It's not 8 to 5, but it's something that will influence you even after you retire. And you will build bonds and you will build family that you never knew you had.